Great evening to everyone here out in Facebook and YouTube world. This is yours truly, Jasmine D. Milhouse, and I am here with a special fly show. I haven't been here in almost 3 weeks, going on a month, but I am back and it is better than ever because we are kicking off Women's International Month in the month of March. And I am so super excited to be here with my sisters, Mrs. P. Angela Jones, Queen of the Jones, and Mrs. Angela Lewis. I am so excited. Let me tell you what, before I get into the reason why they're here, I want to welcome each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for tuning in here. I have missed you all. I hope you missed me. I have so much to share. But let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you tag this in your groups. Tag somebody on the page. Hey, Miss Kelly, thank you so much for tuning in. Share this. Share, because we have a major announcement. You know, you have been seeing it on my page. The Women's Empowerment Brunch called Gracefully Embracing Me. That is going to be here in Atlanta, Georgia on Mother's Day weekend, May the 7th from 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4 p.m. Make sure you get your tickets on Eventbrite. There's going to be a link in the comments when we end the live tonight. But without all of that, I am here to introduce to you my guest host and my speaker for the Women's Empowerment Gracefully Embracing Me Brunch. It is my honor, it is my pleasure to introduce to you all our guest host for the event, Mrs. P. Angela Jones, and our guest speaker for the event, Mrs. Angela Lewis. I am so excited. I am elated. Y'all, it is coming all together. When I tell you, when the enemy try to come in here, that lets you know that God has something so phenomenal that he has you set up to do, because he is trying his best to get us down. But when I tell you, you can't block me, you can't knock me. I'm gonna bend, I may sway, but I will not break under nothing that you have coming. And I have the dynamic duo themselves here with me. I have a phenomenal event planner, my love, Mrs. Tia Milhouse, as my sister, y'all. So she is doing a phenomenal job. I'm excited to be able to be connected to so many powerful God-led women, and it fills my heart with so much joy to be connected to such strength, to such power, to such charismatic women, to such grace, to such love. I'm so blessed. Highly favored is a cliche, but I can say without a shadow of a doubt that I am blessed and highly favored. Too blessed to be stressed and all that other stuff that they say. You understand? And so if you feel the way that I feel, make sure y'all show us some love in here in these comments. Let everyone know who my guest host and my guest speaker is. I'm so super excited. But enough for me. Ladies, how are you all doing? I'm going to start with you, Mrs. Jones. How are you doing on this evening, ma'am?
I am doing wonderful. Listen, anytime you have to press in, it's a good thing, because when you press in and you put that pressure, you put that weight on what you're trying to do, you can already expect an explosion. And so I'm expecting an explosion at this brunch. Listen, I am so thankful and so honored to be asked to be your guest host. Listen, I've hosted several brunches. I've traveled to host brunches, but this brunch right here, I'm excited to host this brunch. I'm excited to undergird this woman. Listen, this woman of God right here is a special woman. And listen, y'all need to go ahead and get these tickets. It's going to be a phenomenal event. It's Mother's Day weekend. I was just talking to some of my sisters on my team about how mothers don't really go the extra mile to honor themselves. Like, we'll get taken out to eat. We may get a flower or two. A little Bath and Body Works gift card. But when is the last time you really invested in you as a mother on Mother's Day? So I want to challenge women who are listening to this, either live or by replay. I want you to invest in yourself as a mother. Self-care is the best care. We know that. So invest into yourself, your heart, your spirit, your mind, your soul, your body, your weekend, your day as a mother. So that's what I'll be doing. I will be at this brunch hosting, but it's because I want to invest in myself. I want to hear from this wonderful speaker to my right or to my left. Listen, whichever way you're looking, honey, this queen right here in the pink, baby, I want to hear everything that's coming out of her mouth, okay? Y'all need to be in the building for real.
Because first of all, she is coming off a fresh tour in Detroit. She is a published author. She is the CEO of I Shine Magazine. She is the CEO and founder of A&M Publishing and Productions. She is a phenomenal motivational and transformational speaker. She is the push queen herself, the I Shine queen herself. Man, when I tell you it, I don't know how many more acronyms, adverbs, and verbs that I can, and adjectives that I can add to this. If you are not in the building on May the 7th, you are going to miss a treat. If you can't make it, there is a way for you to become a sponsor, to give and gift a ticket to someone. If you want to become a sponsor and do a donation, we have different programs for entrepreneurs. We have the Elite Business Directory. We have the F.L.Y Show interview. We have the author showcase. We have the vendor showcase. Right here is going to be aired on Facebook Live on the F.L.Y Show. So there are ways. If you cannot be in the building, you can be connected to this divine event, these divine women, and this divine assignment and this divine alignment. Because when you get into alignment with women who are on the move and is going somewhere and doing what God called them to do, you are a byproduct and you are going to benefit spiritually just because you are connected divinely. And I'm so excited to be here hearing from Miss Angela Lewis. Miss Angela Lewis, ma'am, how are you doing on this evening?
Baby, this is Winning Wednesday, so I am amazing. Plus, I'm with two of my favorite people. So listen, it cannot get any better than that unless today was May the 7th and we were getting ready to kick this thing off.
So what can you tell me, Miss Lewis, without giving me too many details? When you heard Gracefully Embracing Me, what was the first thing that you thought about?
The first thing I thought about when I heard of Gracefully Embracing Me is, for a lot of women, that's a hard thing to do. It's hard to embrace yourself. For a lot of women, we don't have the confidence. We lack the self-esteem. We don't have time, or we don't make time for self-help or self-care. And so I thought, wow, this is going to be such an amazing topic, because what we're not going to do in 2022 is continue that foolishness on. What we're going to do in 2022 is gracefully embrace ourselves. I don't care if you look in the mirror and you don't like your eye shape, your nose shape, how your lip is crooked to the side, what your skin tone is, if your skin is oily or dry or a combination, whatever it is that you don't like. What we're going to do is thank God that we're here. Thank God that we can be who we are unapologetically, and we're going to embrace ourselves with some grace. That's what we're going to do. So when I thought about it, I was like, baby, this is the right topic at the right time for the right people, because it's Mother's Day weekend, and all mothers need to gracefully embrace themselves.
This is not the event, y'all. I just want y'all to know that this is just an interview, okay? So if y'all in here getting your head filled already, and we still got a couple of months left before the date, You better go ahead and click the link in the comments. I just put it in the comments. Click the link. It's the bit.ly link. Get your tickets. Become a sponsor. Get connected to this event. It is going to be major, and I'm excited about it. Now, Miss P. Angela, I know you have to kind of jump out, so we're gonna just kind of ask you a little questions, before you gotta leave, okay? Because
I'm ready.
we're not gonna be here all night, y'all. I promise you, this is just a speaker and host reveal. So, Miss Jones, being the sought after, uh, growing to become national and international host, what does being the host of an event mean for you in that position? What does that position signify to you?
Being a host is one of my favorite things to do, Jasmine, because I get to take a room filled with strangers and help them become sisters by the end of the 2-hour event or 3-hour event. And that is a challenge that God gives me, but He's equipped me for that. And one of the ways that I connect those dots for women is to help them see what they have in common. And when you think about gems are stones, precious stones, but they went through a lot to become precious. And that's what I love about this event being the gem event, gracefully embracing me, because I went through a lot. So now I have to be gracious with myself because baby, I was cut. I was pressurized. I was trampled on. Listen, people thought I was a stone. I was a whole gem out here in these streets. But I survived. So the first person that has to show me grace is me. And so I am so excited to be the conduit, to be the funnel with which these women get to hear, see, and experience how to embrace themselves, how to enjoy themselves, and enjoy the journey it took to get there.
Mm, mm. That's a power. And see, a lot of people look at, the host being okay, that's just a lady, that's there, she's greeting and, controlling the room.
Mhm.
But the key word in that is she's controlling the room. The host makes or breaks an entire event based on the energy that she is or he is portraying to the audience and the women and men that are there. So it is like when, let me tell you how this came about. Gracefully embracing me. And I didn't even click Jim until after I had located the event that I wanted to host, the brunch in. And I was riding with, my sister. And before all of that, God woke me up at between 3:30 in the morning and start writing. And I started writing. I had wrote out the entire brunch a year ago. Okay. Never moved on it, never did anything, just sat there. And another morning recently, a few months ago, woke up out of my sleep again. I told you that I needed you to do this and you can't sit on it any longer. And now is the time or never will come. Okay. And I had to move on this. And when I tell you that YouTube were dropped in my spirit, and it was no questions asked. It was no, are you sure? Did I hear you correctly? I told you what I need you to do. I need you to get this right here and her right there. And I got the dynamic duo. So with the dynamic duo, I'm just gonna be in the building soaking up all the energy because little old me is gonna be excited. I am, and it's a befitting weekend, especially being Mother's Day weekend. That didn't even, resonate in my mind until recently as well. I'm like, okay, so this is Mother's Day weekend. This is a major opportunity for us as women, as mothers, even if you're not a mother, just you as a woman to come and to be able to sit amongst a room of women with no judgment zones, with the utmost respect for women, with the utmost respect for journeys, with the utmost respect for the trials and the tribulations and the things that we've been through, for the times that we have been trampled on, as P. Angela just said, like we were gum on the bottom of somebody's shoes, when we were treated like we were less than, when we were looked at like we were nothing, when we were judged because of because of the color of our skin, or whatever the case may be, or because I talk funny, or because I sound country, but I got a real heavy, smooth voice, and you don't know how to take me. And we're misunderstood as women because we are the nurturers and we hold so much, and everyone expects us to be superwoman. What March the 7th is going to be the day that you can take your cape off and leave it at the door, take your wig and your hat off and relax, kick your feet off if you must, and get and chill, enjoy yourself, and be able to live in the moment of embracing who you are as a woman. Because before you became a mom, before you knew who you were a female, you were an individual. So you have to be able to make sure you know who you are as a person before you can give anything to anybody else. Because if you don't understand who you are, how can you show someone how to treat you? How can you show someone how to love you? How can you show someone how to respect you if you don't understand the importance of you doing it for yourself? And the first thing you have to do is give time for you. When you give time for you, time is made for everybody else. It becomes easy. Your burden is not so heavy. Your cross is not so hard to bear because you're only carrying your cross. You can learn how to say, no, baby, mama can't carry your cross no more. That's your job. I've got you to where I need you to be. Y'all, let me stop talking because this ain't the event. Listen, this is not the event. But if you are listening to me, if you don't hear nothing else that we're saying, you need to be in the room on May 7th. This is just a snippet of what you're going to hear from the TED Talk queen herself, Miss Angela Lewis.
Right.
Baby.
Listen, they can talk all that foolishness if they want to, but let me tell you guys what I just witnessed, because I'm going to sit back and just buy me a ticket and enjoy, because these two powerhouses have already dropped everything that we need to know. So I'm just going to take myself out the equation and get me a ticket and enjoy myself like all the other ladies. You hear me? I don't even need to say anything because y'all are bringing it tonight. Yes.
Listen, you can sit back tonight if you want to, okay? Because on May the 7th, we already know what's gonna happen. The bomb will be dropped, okay? It will be dropped. Literally. Listen, y'all, we have so much synergy because we're friends in real life. And you need some sisters and some friends in real life to pull out of you what needs to be pulled out, so you can get inside of you what needs to get inside of you. And this Mother's Day weekend, it's significant. Don't overlook that. Don't pass that over. Let this be the weekend you treat yourself to something new and different, whether you are a mother or not. Allow this time for you to come and say, you know what, this is for me. I'm doing for me. It's gracefully embracing me. It's time for us to get all into ourselves. You've been into your man. You've been into your kids. You've been into your job. You've been into your school education. You've been into your career. You've been into branding yourself. You've done enough of that. Come and learn how to embrace and get deeper involved in you. You need this. It's not. And I know I'm saying to someone like, I'm thinking about it. This is not a thing about the moment. This is a line in the sand. This is one of those times where, you know what, I'm gonna step out. I'm going to get this ticket because there's something for me there, and I'm worth that. I'm worth it.
Yes, P. Yes, she is worth. I'm telling you, for everyone who comes on and gets their ticket for this event, what I need you to understand is that years before, you might have been looking for a new purse or a new pair of shoes. Maybe you want to get taken out to dinner. Maybe you wanted to, go on a trip. Maybe you wanted to, get your favorite perfume. But what I want to tell you is that in 2022, this is not the year for that. This is a year to tell somebody to get you a ticket to an event that's going to be life changing, that's going to speak into who you are as a woman, that's going to help you unleash that feminine energy that you possess, that you need to go forth and be great, that you need to get your confidence up to that next level, that you need to embrace that self-worth, that you need to kind of show up and show out every single place that you go. And see, when you start thinking about it, doesn't matter how you smell, it doesn't matter about these hats we got on, and oh yes, we look good, but I'm telling you, what really matters is how our spirits are, how our mindset is, what we are being poured into, how we are being receiving information that we're getting from somebody who is speaking life unto us. Because at the end of the day, we're so busy trying to make sure everybody else is good that we sometimes forget to ask our own selves, am I good? That's what gracefully embracing you means. Checking and making sure that you are good. Did you eat today? Did you get you some proper rest? Did you, take some time to get some personal development to help you on the next level of your journey? What did you do to help you? Because see, 9 times out of 10, as you're doing for everybody else, they'll let you die on the vine, baby. They'll let you be out here, honey, coughing with pneumonia, barely can't get out the bed, and still want you to cook something or pick something up or go do something or give them some or ask for some help in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. But this year, oh no, ma'am. This year, it's time to gracefully embrace you. See, this year, what you won't do, what you shouldn't do, is continue to allow people to put you on the back burner. Because see,
See,
if you on the back burner and they keep you there, baby, that's not it for this year. This year, it's time for us to intentionally, strategically put ourselves on Front Street, right? So that way, sometimes the stuff on the back burner be bubbling up and everything, and it be spilling over. And the only way you really know that it's bubbling over is because you hear it. But when you're on the front burner, people see what's going on. You recognize things. You can check yourself and you can make sure that you are putting your own oxygen mask on. Make sure that you're filling your own cup up. So that way, when you're ready to give to somebody else, you got it in overflow. You got it in abundance, but it can't happen on the back. It has to happen on the front. So ladies, this is the event that you need to be at. Outside of these two ladies right here, I'm going to be there to give you every single thing God is downloading to me to make sure that this will be a transformation. This is not going to be, we're not playing patty cake. We're not doing all that. We are here for real. We're serious about seeing each other win. We're serious about our sisters and how you show up in your life. And we want to see you embrace yourself unapologetically. Be 100% God's masterpiece. Reverend Pat said this morning, honey, it's about collaboration over competition because we are royalty. And when you're royalty, baby, you put that crown on and you show up, honey, exactly where you need to be, and you don't have to ask anybody's permission to be there.
Well, since we ain't asking permission because God already granted us access, make sure y'all go access that link in these comments and get your tickets and get to the Gracefully Embracing Me brunch. I am this is again just a snippet. I told you we were gonna be on here long, but we did. It was a little strong, okay, if I do say so myself. So thank you, ladies, so much for bearing with me this evening. And thank you so much for coming on just to be here with me so that I can introduce everyone to you. I know that some of you know who these ladies are, but for some of you that do not, you are in for a royal treat. Okay. These are, when I say, a lot of people sometimes use the word sisters real loosely.
Mhm.
If I call you my sis, you my sis. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Okay. And I'm gonna stop there because I'm gonna cry. I'm a bucket of water. You see my eyes glassing up right now, right? I honor you. I thank you both so much because I'm the young one in the crew. You know, you're my big sisters, and I look to you for advice and for guidance. And I greatly appreciate who you all have become to me. Have become to me over this last year and change. You know, I appreciate the things that we talk about in secrecy. I think I appreciate and I thank you for, you know, the ways that you have paid for some of us, you know, for us to just follow along behind you all. So I am gratefully honored, and I am going to pull up my chair, kick off my shoes, and relax my feet. And because on May the 7th, it is going to be dynamic. It is going to be phenomenal. I am so super excited. And before we close out, if you all, ladies, if you have anything you would like to close out with, Piangela, we'll start with you.
You know what I do? I also want to encourage women to look at this moment as a catalyst. Sometimes we can look at these type of broadcasts and think, wow, she's so awesome, or wow, she's done all that, or that's so cool. I wish I were like that. The only difference between the you that you are now and the you that you want to be is mindset. And it takes one decision to really be the catalyst in your mindset shift. Coming to this brunch, attending this brunch could be the first step to you shifting the trajectory of your life. And it's that serious. Not for everyone, but for the women who are like, you know what, I want something different. I want something more, like it said, than a purse. Like, I want something more than that. You can have the life you desire and the life you see in your head. It takes steps and actions that come from a mindset. This one brunch, this one thing. Okay, I'm not going to go to Golden Corral. I'm going to go to the brunch. It's this one thing can be the very thing that can shift you for the rest of your life and benefit yourself, your family, your children, and your legacy. Invest in you. You are so deserving and so worth it.
Ms. Lewis?
I don't think y'all understand how powerful this day is going to be. Jasmine has invested so much energy, time, vision, preparation, talks with God, tears, all the things that come from someone who genuinely, truly want to see you be successful in your life. And we're not talking about things that we just heard about. She's talking about things that she knows, struggles, trauma, drama, the things that sometimes people never want to be experiencing, much less expose other people or talk about. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to make a decision for yourself. So we can tell you how good it's going to be, but until you decide for yourself, until you make a conscious choice that I have to be in this place to get this information, because it could be the difference in me flourishing or me just staying stagnant where I am for another year. See, we don't know what the future holds. We do not. COVID showed us that you can be here today and gone tomorrow. And the fact of the matter is, it wasn't that you didn't know that. It just wasn't in your face enough for you to pay attention. But now that you know, it's time out for putting things to the side or saying, okay, maybe next time. No, it is your time. It is the time for you to choose you first. It's the time for you to surround yourself with women who are on a mission to become better, who are on a mission to not do things as usual, who are on a mission to do what other people are not willing to do. And it's all a decision. It's all an investment of your time. And trust and believe, when we talk about how impactful this is going to be, on the one end, it's going to be deep and serious, because we are really talking about making sure you are becoming a better you, that you transform from the place that you don't want to be to the place you want to go. But on the other side of that, baby, we're gonna eat good, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna socialize, we're gonna chat, we're gonna laugh, cut up, drink. We're gonna do all those things so that you understand that even in the midst of getting the good stuff we're talking about, we're gonna have a good time at the same time. So it's the balance for me. It's coming in and seeing somebody put a well-crafted event together and say that it is gracefully embracing you. So don't let you keep you from getting what you need. Get your ticket.
Mm.
Baby.
And what these young children say, if they still saying that that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay. So, in closing, thank you, ladies, so much for joining me on tonight. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for so much for being a part of the event. I'm excited for the days to come. Again, for anyone that is watching, if you're watching live or if you're watching a replay, make sure you click on the link to go ahead and get your ticket. If you can't make it and you want to sponsor someone, there is a way for you to become a sponsor. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to participate in one of the sponsorship packages, we do have about 4 packages on the website as well that you can get. So make sure you all click on the link and get there because y'all, my daughter said we ate and then leave no crumbs. That's my baby right there, y'all. That's my baby
Come
girl.
on,
Don't
baby.
let
No
you keep
crumbs.
you no crumbs. Don't let you keep you. And this is my beautiful sister in love, Mrs. Tia Milhouse. She is the event planner for Gracefully Embracing Me. So if you hear her name, this is her, and she also is an author herself. She has a 21-day devotional. So make sure you all follow her here on social media. Look her up on Facebook. Purchase her book. She will send it out to you. It is a phenomenal devotional. Make sure you get that. Okay, add it to your book collection if you like books. If you're looking for a different type of devotional, she is the author that you need to be seeking after. All right, she is a woman after God's heart, and I am so. Y'all, I know y'all hear me say excited and elated because I can't think of any other adjective to add to that. So them the quickest ones that come to my mind. But I'm just, I'm so hyped and so filled with joy for what is going to be coming. I hope you all anyone that tuned in and for the ones that's going to be watching the replay, I hope you all enjoy this live as I revealed who our guest host and guest speaker is going to be. Mrs. Queen of the Jones, the morning dew passion coach herself, Mrs. P. Angela Jones, and the I Shine Queen of the world, Mrs. A.M. Publishing and Production, the TED Talk Queen, the Angela A. Love Lewis of the I Shine magazine. Make sure you follow them on social media. Make sure you like their page, go to their websites, get connected to everything that they have going on. I promise you, you will not regret it. All right. This is we're gonna end the show for tonight, but I am going to be back here next Wednesday with another interview because this is still Women's International Month, y'all. So we're going to be here interviewing so many beautiful women for the remainder of the month. So make sure you set your dials here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your girl is back on, y'all, and I'm excited about it. You all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. I thank you all so much for being here. And remember to first love you because you absolutely deserve it. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye.